And that, if you didn't know, was goose speak for hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is where you are, and welcome back to another episode on the Annoyed Dad channel. In today's episode, we are going to take a look at the little chicks we got, and we'll take a look around the farm, and we'll see what's going on and what's happening. And we'll see what eggs we got in. And, oh dear, let me grab that little guy back, because he just wants to run off. So this is Goosey, the first ever Gosling I've ever hatched out. And of course, being on his own, he's been a bit of a pain. He needs toys, he needs people, he needs contact, or else he's noisy like he was at the start of the video. And he's trying to get past me because my son's behind me, and he's kind of latched onto him. So yeah, right, there we go. That's Goosey. Let's move on and look at something else. We have an incubator full of eggs. We have another incubator, 4 eggs in it, due the day after tomorrow. We have 2 turkey poults and a phantom chick, who will need cleaning out. These guys are about 2 weeks old. And we have 3 turkey poults in this one. These guys are coming up for, I think they're 4 weeks old now. Together with a guard dog. And here we go, we're up at the yard. There's the ducks just over there. Mrs. Quackington and her 3 boys. Listen, that doesn't sound like Dave or Georgie, does it? Oh, hey, we'll come on to them in a second. So, yeah, what else we got? We've got Mrs. Lottie. She's just in there. We did say we weren't going to let any gooses sit this year, but she kind of really didn't give us any choice. But we don't think it's going to come to anything because she's up to 35 days, which you really would expect it to be any second now. And let me get through the gate. Right, so a lot has happened down here. Regular viewers will remember we had a fox attack, and then we had another one. And then we had another one. We worked out what the issue was. We believe it was a vixen that has got some young cubs somewhere that was coming in. I'll just explain, all the birds are over there because I'm actually recording this in the evening, so they're all getting ready to go to bed. We'll go in there in just a second. So yeah, so we'd had 3 fox attacks. You may know that we had cake and present in this enclosure here. They were the 2 cockerels who we could pick up and we could put up onto the shoulders, and they'd been with the kids all the time. Now we've only got Cake left. That's him there. The fox got present, unfortunately, as well as a couple of the girls that were in there as well. Then it came back another night and it got Mr. Copper, who was one of the big black Orpingtons that we placed into here with some girls. It come back and it got him, and it actually took him out of the coop. The coop was closed up because I've been coming up each night to close them up. So then we had to, I do apologise for the wind noise as well. Then we had to look at the whole of the fencing and everything else like that, and actually worked out that just up here on the start of the fencing there was a tiny break in one of the wires. It had just been earthing out, and the piece of metal that runs through the line had just broken. So right, let's go in here and we'll have a look at the chicks and we will see how they are doing. Whilst we're doing that, I will just say you might have spotted that this year we haven't really flung ourselves into it. We haven't really hatched out loads of stuff. We haven't really done lots of different things. 2 main reasons for that. Number 1 being COVID. So because of that, we don't know that we're able to actually get rid of everything. because obviously we can't put every single bird into the freezer, and we want to make a little bit of money. So we need to be careful there. And number two, I have got something going on in the background, which if it comes off is going to be absolutely fantastic. But if it doesn't come off, then it doesn't really matter. I don't really want 17 million birds if we've got things going on. So yeah, stuff is happening in the background. I can't tell you about it yet, but as and when I can tell you about it, I will tell you about it. So these are the guys we are following for the egg to chicken, and you can see they're now off heat. They have also been moved over to growers' pellets as well. They seem to quite like it in here. So yeah, they're doing fantastically. Let's go on and have a look. We're going to have a look at our new guests, shall we? So, the story with these girls, as we work our way down here, I'll explain the story. So, the story of these girls is, just prior to lockdown, we was offered a couple of Toulouse, which is the same as Dave and Georgie. And I said, yeah, sure, you know, why not? Let's go for it. So, because of lockdown and everything else, we wasn't travelling to get them. Then we went there yesterday to get them. And I was offered 3. And then I was offered 4. So, we believe, we was told that there's 4 girls. I believe it's 3 girls. This one at the front, this one, yep, that one that just went honk. That's looking a little bit, by the profile, that it might be a male. The females are hanging lower, further forward at the front of their belly. If you look down at the belly, that's the way how I always do it. This one isn't really hanging down very low, whereas the other ones are hanging lower. If you can't see what I mean, then it'll all come out one day and you'll be able to see it, and then we'll be able to work out. But they're not very tame, as you can see. They're working their way around me, trying to avoid me. So yeah, there you go. See, not very tame at all. It's great fun. When I have to put them away at night, I have to actually catch them to put them away at night. So yeah, the chickens in here, I do keep on catching them and placing them back over this way. Excuse the trolley, that's there because we used it to bring the geese down here yesterday. So what we've done now is we have basically emptied out the last of the chickens out of this area. So this area is now empty of chickens. The ones that were left in here were the last of the 2019 chickens, and they should all be in here, but they're the ones that are getting back in with the geese over there. So yeah, that is basically it. Just a little roundup, not very much happening, not a lot doing. We had a great big storm the other night. Well, not a storm, a load of wind, and it knocks down one of the branches off the tree there, but where it's gone down behind that fence there, it was actually hanging over our electric fence, which wasn't very good. I hate working underneath this tree when it's blowy, because it's so old and there's that many dead limbs up there. You never quite know if one's just gonna snap off and come down on you. So yeah, I don't like this when it's windy. But there we go. So yeah, that's this week's video. Thanks for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Any questions, leave them down below, and until next week's video, bye bye.